since 2014, a lot has changed, I would say, for better. But it comes really from the athletes themselves because they end up being open about it and being proud. And I think this is really changing the narrative.
Hello, Javier. We are here with Javier Raya. He's an Olympian figure skater and founder of Compete Proud. Welcome to Milan.
Grazie mille.
Welcome, and thank you for being here with us today on stage and also behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So we are very excited to have you because Milan is getting ready for Winter Olympics next year. So what should we expect based on your experience when, our city will host the Olympics? What can you tell us? A preview, what happens?
What can we not expect? I think the entire Olympic Games and Paralympic Games really changed the city. It's like incredible. We were last year in Paris, right? In the Summer Olympics, and it was incredible. And also for me as an athlete, that was in 2014 that I competed at the Winter Olympics. It was amazing, an amazing experience. I think like for the athletes, for the people from Milan or Italy, it's going to be an unforgettable experience for sure.
Amazing. We can wait. And I'm curious to ask you, how have you seen change the Olympics in these years when it comes to diversity and acceptance of LGBTQI plus athletes?
I think all the work that we've been doing over the past, 4 or 5 years, I'm talking like in general, we have different initiatives coming from the LGBTIQ plus community. We also have the athletes themselves that, for example, when I competed in Sochi, they were not the most inclusive, let's say, from an LGBTQ plus perspective. And actually, it was after that there were many athletes that came out from the winter and summer sports. And then if you see the figures of openly LGBTIQ plus athletes at the latest Summer Olympics in Paris, and also the other Olympics behind, since 2014, a lot has changed, I would say, for better. But it comes really from the athletes themselves because they end up being open about it and being proud. And I think this is really changing the narrative. Of course, there's still a lot of work to do from the sport organizations, institutions, and clubs, and initiatives like what we're talking about, the upcoming games, but also the upcoming Pride House Milano Cortina.
Yes, and you founded an organization that support LGBT athletes and also promote inclusion in sports. So can you tell us more about that? Because it sounds like a very exciting and so much needed organization and work. So how is it going so far?
The initiative, as you said, is called Compete Proud. And today, even sitting right here and being at Milano Pride, I cannot say other than feeling proud. I'm proud of all the work we've been doing. I'm proud of everything we have achieved. And Compete Proud came out from an idea that sparked when I realized, I came out in 2016, let's say, around that time. And I realized there were still a lot to do, and I wanted to give back to the community. Mm-hmm. It was with this idea and also with the support of the International Olympic Committee Young Leaders Program that I was able to found Compete Proud. And Compete Proud is, I would say, the unique and the only initiative really coming from what's the Olympic movement. And what we really want to do is to work around diversity, equity, and inclusion, and for the LGBTIQ plus community, and specifically athletes. This is a project, an initiative that comes from athletes like myself that have lived through a really long sports career and realize that with our stories, we can help other younger future generations and also try to educate so that sport organizations and institutions, they also continue the road for a more inclusive sport.
Yeah. So a lot has changed. Thank you also to your work and, the support from other athletes. what do you think is still there to do? What's like the next big thing you think we should work on together as a community and with the sport community?
Exactly. I think it's not only what more can we do in a way that, of course, we still have so many things to improve.
Mhm.
We are lucky to be in countries here, not every country, but in Europe in general, that we are, quite advanced in LGBTQ plus rights. When it comes to sport, it's a matter really of having policies, but also having a big work around education. And it's both ways. As I said before, we are an initiative coming from the Olympic movement, probably the only one right now. And we're trying to work together, both worlds, LGBT associations and LGBT sport clubs, to get and sit together and have conversations with the decision makers who are international federations and other big sport organizations, that in the end, together, that's how we can build a path for inclusion in sport and really work on the issues that we have nowadays. And Compete Proud, it's an initiative that is really supporting and try to be the voice of this movement, because, as I said, we are athletes and we have had the experience, and also we have the platform because we as athletes are able to connect with the people as well. And this is what we did also around Pride House, which I guess Jeremy will tell you more about. But Pride House in Paris was amazing. And we were able to bring athletes that they were competing in Paris, and some of them actually Olympic medalists. They came openly as part of the community, and we did interviews with them and also meet and greets with the people. So it was super nice. And this is what we want to do also with Pride House in Milan in 2026.
I hope it will be, a fantastic opportunity to keep this good work advance in the coming years. So thank you so much,
Thank
Javier,
you.
for your work, for being with us.
I will say
Yeah.
one last thing.
There's one thing you want to say, I know. Go
I've
ahead.
tried to learn some Italian.
Okay, let's see.
Our project Compete Proud, it's all about being your true authentic self. We have kind of a slogan: be proud, compete proud. And I will try in Italian, say si fiere, garaggia con orgoglio.
Bravissimo.
Grazie mille Milano.
Grazie a te, grazie
Ci
a te.
vediamo en los Juegos Olímpicos y Paralímpicos Milano Cortina 2026.
Fantastico. Grazie.